So now let me ask you, what's the one thing holding you back because you feel like you don't have the right resources or tools? How many times have you looked at someone else's success and thought, man, if I just had what they had, I'd be just as successful. And that way of thinking kept me powerless until I learned one powerful lesson. So I used to think that I couldn't achieve the things that I wanted to achieve because I used to look at other people and say, "Damn, that look at their tools, look at their opportunities, look at their resources. If I only had that, you know what I mean?" And I used to think that I couldn't achieve it because I didn't have that. If I only had their life, their money, their opportunity, like their connections, you know? And that way of thinking made me feel powerless, like I said, because I used to, I told myself I would never have those things. So therefore, I would never accomplish the things that I want to accomplish because I never expect to have the things that those people had. The truth is, you've already been given the tools that you need to succeed. It's already at your disposal. You just may not have found out what those strengths are. But the difference between a lot of people is that the difference between some and most, I should say, is that some people get to find out what their strengths are at a really young age. Some people stumble into their gifts. Some people get told this is what their gift is. Like this is what you're suited for. Others, we have to find it. And we have to find it by doing a little digging, and we have to ask ourselves, what are the things that we're good at? What are the things that we're good at that come natural to us, that we can do with the least amount of effort, that we do really good with the least amount of effort? That's your gift. And like I said, you've had it. So the problem is that learning how to use it to the best of your ability once you find that you have it. But just because, so for instance, if if somebody else's vine is this, let's say he's a day trader, but your vine is cooking, and you don't know shit about day trading, but you're an awesome fucking cook. Like you're an awesome cook. Then that's the vine that you grab on. You don't worry about the day trading vine that's, like, well, that's what he's doing. He's way over there, and look where that is. It's just out of reach. But no, you have this vine here. Hey, jerk offs. I'm trying to record a video. But you have this vine here that says, you know what? Cooking is a solution for you, and you're good at it. So that may be the vine that you need to grab. Now, I got this from another video who he said he got from another video, so I don't know where this idea came from, but it fits what I'm trying to tell you. See, society says in order to get from point A to point B, the quickest way is to go a straight line. Like that's what they try to tell you. The problem is for everybody is that for most people it's not a straight line. For most people, you have a vine right here, this point right here. And when you get to that point, that's the only vine that you can grab onto. It's the only one near you. You can't get to this one, that one, or that one. This is the only one near you. So in order for it to move forward, you grab the vine, and this vine swings you way down here. You move forward a little bit. It went forward a little bit, but not in totally in the direction that you were trying to go. So you're down here. And then you master this set of skills here, and you grab on another vine, and it takes you over here. Again, you move forward. You move forward from here, and definitely from here, but not quite in the direction that you want to go. And this is called the Tarzan effect. So you grab on the vine. Most people, we have to just grab on the vine that we have available to us. Now, if you keep moving in the direction, you'll keep moving forward, just not at the pace that you think that you would go. Not in a straight line. You keep moving forward here, and then back up here, and then down here again. And each time, each swing gets you a little more forward, and a little more progress, and a little more progress. And that is the key. But each one of these points right here, that's where growth happens. Those are lessons that you need to learn. Those are skills that you need to acquire. Those are things that you acquire all along the way. And now stop thinking of it as something that, like, oh man, more work. No, don't think of it at that. Think about it like this is your dream, man. And in order to get to your dream way over here, these are steps that you naturally now need to go through. Now, it may sound like more work, but it could sound like growth potential to get to you where you really want to be. Because the idea is that once you get to where you really want to be, you'll be able to do it again because now you know the path. Okay, swing here, do this, swing here, do this, swing here, do this. And that's the idea. But the notion that it's a straight line, that doesn't exist. That notion, that proverbial straight line, that doesn't exist. Most people have to follow the Tarzan effect of getting them just a few feet closer and a few feet closer until eventually, and that's why people feel some kind of way when somebody says, oh, you got lucky. You're like, no, I didn't get lucky, man. You don't know the journey it took for me to get to where I'm at now. And that's why I'm where I am. You understand what I'm saying? Like, that is what the biggest lesson that I've learned so far is that you have to grab the vine that's the closest to you and take it to where it's going to take you and make do with what you have there until you're ready to grab the next vine and get just a few feet closer. And each time, that's the lesson you learn. This was especially true when I started my YouTube channel. I didn't have any fancy equipment. I didn't have a big audience. I didn't have any this extravagant setup. All I had was my voice and my experience and my phone. And I decided, you know what? I'm not going to wait for the perfect vine. I'm going to start swinging with what I got. And some days it feels like I'm barely moving. And some days I feel like I'm barely holding on. But I understand that with every video I make and every person I connect with, that's a step forward. What's the vine that's right in front of you that you can grab onto today? You don't need a lot. You don't need a big setup, man. All you need to do is move on with what you got. Little steps lead to big changes. Never forget that. Now remember this, success isn't about playing someone else's hand by somebody else's rules. It's about mastering the hand that you were given. Your success is yours. Own it. Now, if you need some help along the way, you can find in the comments I do offer one-on-one coaching sessions. Details in the comments below. And if this video resonated with you at all, give it a subscribe. And if you know somebody else that needs to hear this message, feel free to share it out. And I will catch you guys on the Flip Mode Squad side.